News Channel 9 Weekend starts right now.
Good evening, and thank you for sharing your time with us. I'm Jon Brines. It's graduation Saturday for many schools around the region. 2 teens from McMinn County High School will not be there, unfortunately. They were killed in a deadly car crash just this week. A third is in critical condition. News Channel 9's Jacqueline Davis was at today's ceremony and has the story.
Here at McMinn County High School, they celebrated the class of 2023 graduates, but it wasn't a normal high school graduation this year.
I would like to draw your attention to 2 empty chairs within the ranks of our graduating class.
Hundreds gathered at
A third McMinn County teen involved in the deadly crash Tuesday has been identified by his mother, who says he's in critical condition. Crystal Shelton says her son Jesse was a passenger in one of the vehicles. She says Jesse is in a trauma ICU and has a lot of injuries. Now we look at today's our Storm Track 9 over Doubletree. Showers and downpours across the area. Let's toss it over to meteorologist Bill Race with more on what we can expect tonight.
And it is going to be an improvement as we go through the evening hours. We're going to see some clearing skies. It's been kind of foggy, although our look right there on Storm Cam 9 wasn't as foggy as it was. At least, it's just depends on the area you're in. 68 degrees right now. You see the airport had a 1 mile visibility, so that's pretty foggy. And in our headlines, we have clearing skies tonight, mainly dry for now after tonight, and we'll have highs in the 80s on Sunday. So the planner, as we just take a look at this real quick, we have 9 a.m. 64, 72 degrees at noon, and 80 degrees at 4 p.m. Partly cloudy sky. Big improvement there.
Yeah, and Bill, there's hundreds of people in downtown Chattanooga this weekend for that Ironman race.
That's right. And, we've had various weather for that, We've had all kinds of weather. But it looks like the weather's going to actually improve. Be a little breezy, but certainly temperatures are moderate.
Well, you know what? Most people don't care if you're in the race if you got rain on you.
Well, that's
but
right,
in this particular case, they're actually swimming, too. So, any thunderstorms, you think?
No thunderstorms. I think this rain is going to keep us out of that for Sunday. So that's good news.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
We're working to learn more about a multi-vehicle crash that injured 2 children. Chattanooga police say the crash happened on North Access Road this afternoon. Officers say it involved a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old who were transported to the hospital with injuries. Their conditions remain unknown at this time. CPD reports they are still working to determine what caused that crash. A Hamilton County grand jury has indicted a man for the murder of a Chattanooga woman. David Fritz was indicted Friday. Police say he was the suspect that murdered Angela Young back in February. It happened on Merriam Street on Chattanooga's North Shore. Police said investigators found the 2 were in a beginning of a relationship. After Young was murdered, Fritz was arrested in western New York. A lawyer of Hamilton County Sheriff's Deputy of the Center for Traffic Stop Baptism is giving us some new details about the case's dismissal. This is the notorious video. Former Deputy Daniel Wilkie baptized a woman instead of taking her to jail after smelling marijuana in her car. His partner, Jacob Goforth, recorded the video. The appeals court dismissed that case against Goforth and also granted him qualified immunity. Goforth's lawyer was pleased with the decision and says that this could actually help the potential appeal. Says it's possible the court would look at the video.
It's possible that they would take a look at that and say, okay, we have a complaint that says it was coerced. We have testimony that she says, well, she wasn't, but I don't know how they're going to resolve that. It would tend to make me think, though, that Wilkie's got a little bit better chance on appeal.
Wilkie recently had a 44-count indictment dismissed. He is still facing at least 5 civil lawsuits. A former teacher's aide accused of licking a child's feet is facing a new allegation in Georgia. Corey Rollins is now behind bars after Richmond County Sheriff's deputies say he approached a boy and asked to see his feet. Rollins had been out of jail for only about 10 days before his latest arrest. Jail records show he now faces a charge of criminal attempt to commit a felony. Rollins already faced 8 counts of child molestation in 2 other incidents. Dalton Public School buses will start running again on Monday. Bus drivers approved a new agreement with the bus company First Student to end the driver strike. Almost 40 drivers and mechanics walked off the job this week. And as we told you, that led to serious problems for parents trying to get kids to school and concerns about a mandatory test for 8th graders. We now have the agreement, and it includes more pay for workers. You can see the details on the web story on newschannel9.com. Chat State will resume classes next week. That's after a cyber attack took many systems offline. The school's president says their goal is to start the May 30th classes on time. Registration was also resumed for summer classes, and any students and faculty impacted by the attack will be contacted by the school. The school also says any final grades and transcripts will be available next week. Coming up, the national debate on the use of preferred pronouns has landed at the steps of the State Department. We'll take a deeper look at the controversy causing an uproar in the nation's capital. That's coming up after Bill's forecast.